Hello everyone. Yeah, I sent flyers around to come live today and speak about the American lottery. Um, yeah, the lottery results will be out exactly 2 weeks from now, and I decided to come live and explain how we are going to the selected ones for the DV lottery, how you're going to process your start with your visa application. But first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Joshua, and I'm currently in the US. Um, I'm the CEO of JC Consult, and throughout my journey, since I started my consultancy, I've helped a lot of people with the American lottery. Abusua from Chacha Munina, Mimamo, Maha, wherever you're watching from, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. I can see that I have 4 people live here who are watching me now. Yeah, I sent flights around about the American lottery. The results will be out 2 weeks from now, which is 6th of May at noon. So that is noon time, which is 12 p.m. in the US. And I think it's going to be 4 p.m. since Ghana is leading the US by 4 hours interval. And so the results will be at 4 p.m. But I'll be live. I'll be live because mostly when the results are out, most people are going on the website, which is DV Lottery, www.dvlottery.state.gov to check the results. Or people all over the world because it's for people all over the world. People apply all over the world. And when the results are being released, everyone is willing to check the results. So because of that, it creates tension on the system. And the internet system in Ghana, which is very bad. So what I'm going to do is that because there are some people, they would like to um, check the results on the first day because they've been waiting for it all this while. So I'll be live on the 6th of May when the results is being released. I'll be live as I'm live now, and you just need to send me your name and your confirmation number so that I'll check the results here. By God's grace, we have a good internet system here in the US. So I'll be live and I'll be checking the results for anyone who apply for the lottery. Yeah, and let me tell you a very short story about my journey and why I came live. Like I think before the lottery started on I think is it 9th of October. I came live and I came to, I think before the lottery's registration started, I came live and I came to tell people that this is an opportunity, a life changing experience. I know people. Um, First of all, I have a cousin that I helped like 10 years ago who won the lottery. My ex girlfriend too won the lottery. And there's one guy back in my church from Ghana. He also won the lottery. So I know a couple of people who won the lottery and their life has changed completely. So and by the grace of God, God is also um, I've been graced to start this travel and tour business as well as I've been graced to get winners for the American lottery. So if I've been graced or given a special anointing to help people win the lottery to come to the United States of America for a better life, then I don't need to keep quiet. The purpose with God has brought me on earth need to be fulfilled. So I came last year and I decided to tell people, inform people about how good the lottery is and they should get registered. And I've helped a lot of people register for the lottery. And I also told that if you want to register for yourself, you can also go ahead and register for yourself. I have no problem with that. But make sure you are registered. And in the next 2 weeks, the results will be coming out. So I also decided to come live. And um, if you have any questions, concerning when you are being selected. So right now I'm here to tell you about how you're gonna go about your process when you're being selected for the lottery. Because I think every year over 24 million people apply all over the world, and they just select like 150,000 winners every year. But I don't know if the process they're just gonna give just 50,000 people the green card. Yes, so when you win the lottery, when the results is out on May 6th, and you win the lottery, by God's grace, you chance on win the lottery. First of all, what you're going to do is that you're gonna fill a form or visa application form. We call it DS-260. That is what you're gonna do. You're gonna fill a form to DS-260 for to apply for your visa. But with the DS-260, um, you can fill it yourself. But if you want me as an agency to help you with that, I have no problem with that. I can do that for you. But if you want to do it yourself, you have every right to go ahead and apply for your visa application. We call it DS-260. You can go on YouTube and search for how to fill DS-260. You can do it yourself. But this is a one-time opportunity. People have applied for lottery for 5 times, 10 times, and so if you're being graced to win the lottery, you need specialists to help you. For the past 3 years now, I get winners every year, and last 2 years ago, the person I applied for got to the US. That was last year. She arrived safely in the US, and so right now she's here with me. And last year too, I got a winner. I got a winner for the lottery, and the guy to we've able to apply with that means you've able to submit his DS-260. So few months ago, I even sent an email to KCC, which is the Kentucky Consular Center, about because you need to follow up. Most people apply or submit their DS-260, but not everybody is being scheduled for an interview. And right now, they are doing it first come, first serve basis. If you're able to submit your DS-260 earlier, that is when you're going to be you're going to be scheduled for an appointment. If you don't fill it early or you don't submit your DS-260 very early, you won't be scheduled for an interview. I know of a friend in my church. He won the lottery with. He applied with. He has a family. He's married and he has a child. They applied. He won the lottery, but because he couldn't submit the DS-260 early, he was supposed to get to the US last year or being scheduled for an interview because he couldn't submit his DS-260 very early, he was not scheduled for an interview. So that means he won the lottery, but he couldn't get an appointment. So he had to apply last year again. You understand? So when you win the lottery, try as much as possible to submit it early. But there's one challenge that's making people delay with their visa application. There's one challenge. We call it what? A host. When you win the lottery, you need a host. If I say a host, what do you mean a host? A host is someone you know in the US. Someone you know in the US. Because if you know someone in the US, you're going to use the person's details, the name, the address where the person's live to fill the visa application, which is the DS-260. But by God's grace, I've been able to meet this man who won the lottery, who came here. I think he spent like 10 years here in the US. He has spent 10 years here in the US, and I spoke to him constantly because most people win and they don't know anybody here in the US. They don't know anyone. They don't have any relative. They don't have any friend. So with those people, so when the results are out on 6th May, and you know anybody who won the lottery, and he doesn't know anybody in the US, or he needs a host, we are willing to host that person to come here. We are willing to give our details. The man is willing to give his details out so that the person can use this to fill what? The DS-260, or which is the visa application. So please take note. If you know anybody who wins the lottery after 6th May and doesn't have a host, he doesn't know anybody in the US, we are willing to host the person, give us our details to that person to fill his visa application. And we are also willing to assess the person. You understand? Yes. So that's the most challenging thing that people go through, and it delays most people's submission of their DS-260. And if you delay, you're not going to be scheduled because it's very competitive. You're not going to be scheduled for what? An appointment. You understand? So for the past few years now, I make sure all my winners we help them to submit their DS-260. And by God's grace, the first one has been scheduled. She went for the interview. and she was what granted a visa. So she got here in the US last year, November. And my second winner, he also, we submitted the DS-260, and I myself, I sent an email to KCC to monitor, because I can even take a train from here to KCC and even monitor for you. So that's why I will urge anyone that you win the lottery. If you win the lottery and you want JC Consult to help you, assist you with the visa application, we are willing to do that. We are willing to do that for you. So I urge everyone, if you know anyone who wins the lottery after 6th May and they want my agency to help them, because I have the experience. You can do it yourself though. I won't force you to give it to my agency. I won't force you to do it with my agency, but you can do it yourself. But if you need assistance, we are here to assist you. We are here to help anyone who wins the lottery and is willing to travel to the US. And there's one thing. There's one secret that I would like to share with you. Or right now we have 2 weeks. So if you are here and you apply for the lottery, there's one secret I want to share with you, which is something God has laid on my heart, which I applied, and it helps me get winners every year. Getting winners every year is not normal. It takes the supernatural to get winners every year. It takes the grace of God. You understand? But there's one thing that my spiritual father, Prophet Bernard El Bernard, has. Mostly when I go for his prophetic meetings, there are politicians that God reveal some prophecy about them, and he asks them to go to the children's home to donate. He asks them to go to the children's home to donate to the children's home. And by God's grace, these MPs and these politicians are able to win the election. So I came to the realization that, you see, anytime, when everybody who applied for the lottery prayed, but ask yourself, how are people being able to select? People are being selected, but you are not being selected. I believe that in life, you need the luck. When it comes to the lottery, everybody needs luck to win the lottery. So ask yourself, how do luck follow you? How will luck follow you for you to win the lottery? Luck will only follow you when you are a giver. And you give, and you put a smile on someone's face, that is when the person will pray for you. The person will appreciate the good that you did for them, and they're going to bless your life. So that is how come luck will follow you in the spiritual realms. That's how so when you apply for the lottery and you want to be selected, you understand? So please, I'll be ending my live stream very soon, but I'll plead with you. Right now, we still have 2 weeks to end for the results to be out. So if you apply for the lottery and you are praying to God that you win the lottery, please put a smile. Look around your area. Look around your friends, your family, anyone that you think needs money. Please touch a life. Because I remember when I was up, when the registration started, it's free though. I don't take money, but I told people that I have a foundation where I donate every year. That you just need to pay just 20 cedis for us. It's not compulsory. You're supposed to pay 20 cedis to donate to my foundation. But some people think I'm just taking their money. As I'm speaking to you, I've spent more than 10,000 cedis touching lives. You understand? So if I'm getting winners every year, I've paid the price. In life, you have to pay the price to get what you want. If you don't pay the price, you remain where you are. You understand? People are suffering. People are not. Put a smile on people's face. Even by the roadside, you can give 1 cedi to someone. The person will tell you, God bless you. If God touches you, your heart to give out, give. Me, after the registration, God will touch my heart. God will drop into my spirit to send money to somebody. I'll just call the person, hey, God has touched my heart to send you money. So, and I send the person money without the person asking me. So people don't ask me for money and I send them money. So if I'm getting winners every year, you know that I'm paying the price somewhere. I'm touching life. I go to the children's home to donate. People around me, friends, family, who needs money, I send them money. I help people. Right now, I have over 10 pages where I help students travel to the US every year. I help students. I don't take money, but there are certain situations where if I'm supposed to take money, I'll take it. But there are certain things, if you call me, you want to make inquiries, I help students. I help them for free. So if you help people, if you touch lives, you make lives better, that is when grace will follow you. And that is why every year I get winners. Because you can ask people, I intentionally went around doing my survey, going around those who put tents. When you go to Circle, if you're in Accra, you go to Circle and all these areas. If you go to Medina, if you're in Kumasi, you go to Doom. There was one guy at Doom. He registers every year more than 1,000 people. But sometimes he doesn't even get a winner. But I think the maximum that I have applied is 120 or 150. My first time I applied for just 35 people, I got a winner. The second time I applied for like 60 people, I got a winner. And this is the third time. I've applied for 150 people. This time my numbers increased. And God has, in a vision, I saw a vision of my eye. And God has shown me, even the results are not out. God has shown me the people who are going to win from my agency. You understand? So God has called me into this business. God has called me. So please, if after 6 May, you check the results and you're not being selected and you want to challenge God, just apply with JC Consult. Come and register with us. Let us apply for you. And we trust God, things will be better in the coming days. Please, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Next week, I'll also be live. I'll come live and I'll be taking questions about the lottery. If you have any questions, you can ask me. And you can also come in my DM, my Facebook, which is my Facebook Messenger. If you have any questions, you can connect with me on Facebook Messenger, and or if you have my number, personal number as well, you can call me. And next week, mostly next week, because with next week it will be left with just a week for the results to be out. So next week I'll come live and take questions. Whatever questions you have about the lottery, if you applied and you think you've prayed to God, people are on Alpha Hour. I see people on Alpha Hour praying to God that they want to win. So I'll be here live next week. And if you applied and you have questions concerning when you are being selected, if you're not being selected, then in this year October you'll be registering people again. If you're not being selected, don't give up. Don't give up. Keep trying. Don't give up. Where we come from, we don't give up. Where we come from, we don't give up. Keep pushing. Keep trying till that till that dream comes into reality. So never give up. Some people tell me they have applied first time, second time, I did not win, so I stopped. No, no, don't stop. People are applying 15 times, they still applying. You don't need to give up. You need to keep pushing. And one day, the God who you pray to, the God of the universe, will what? Make sure you will also be a winner. And you also give glory to the Almighty. And as I'm ending my live stream, if you want to study abroad, if you want to travel to any country, you want to study in any country that you want to, I'm here to assist you. JC Consult is here to assist you with anything travel. If you need any documents, you want me to assist you with any documents to travel, I'll be here. You can send me a message in my DM and if you have my personal number, you can contact me. I think I'll be live for 20 minutes and I'm gonna end here. Next week, this same time, catch me live on Facebook. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. Thank you all. Bye bye.